Well, hello again. We are back again for the How to Fall Back in Love with Your Business series. I'm Allegra Jackson, the marketing medulla, and I am a business coach, marketing strategist, and entrepreneur of 15 years almost now. It has been a very enjoyable ride, and I help women entrepreneurs and Black business owners with their business plans. I help you with your marketing strategies and finding capital resources for your business, such as funding, grants, loans, crowdfunding campaigns. I love what I do because I have been a business owner so long that I understand the struggle. And I want to help anyone in that position where they don't really know what to do in their business, kind of lost, and they just need guidance. And I walk you hand in hand through the process. I have partnered up with two fabulous coaches, Miss Andrea Patrick and Miss Kellee Williams. And these two amazing women have created this fabulous series with me. So there is a playlist. I want to make sure that you all are listening to the playlist. There is information in the description. So make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. We are doing an amazing special giveaway to the people who like the videos, who comment in the videos, and who follow us on Instagram. So I want to make sure that you're a part of that. So just to make sure that you're listening and you're watching the videos, we want to make you a part of our world, but we also want to make sure that you're listening and you're getting value out of these videos as well. So the last two episodes of the Fall Back in Love with Your Business series was based on the 5 whys, which was the first episode. So if you didn't get to see that video, feel free to go back and watch that. We also covered our second part of this series, which is the second episode, and that was delegate, delegate, delegate. And it's so important. So many great tips that was shared in that video. Make sure you go back and you watch that video as well. And this is part 3. This is episode 3 that is going to talk about joining networking groups with like-minded professionals. The reason why I'm going to give you tips around this topic today is because when you are a business owner, and for however long you are a business owner, you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who have the same mindset that you have. We know that running a business is already hard enough, and so we don't want to make it any harder by trying to do everything ourselves. And so if we're going to surround ourselves by people that we need to get help from, we need to make sure that they're people that are aligned with us, aligned with our mission, and want to help us to get to where we want to go. Now, when it comes down to some of the tips I want to share today, before I share these tips, I want to make sure that you all connect with me and subscribe to the channel, because I'm not going to be doing this series. I'm going to be giving you so many amazing tips that are going to be helping you really grow in your business, to help you in your startup phase of your business so that you can do all the right things and not make the mistakes. And I will also be sharing a lot of the business highlights that I do with other women entrepreneurs and Black business owners, featuring them here on YouTube, where you can learn from their journey, their experiences, and you can see what type of services and products they offer and even support them. So I'm going to go ahead and just go into some of the topics today, because I know you all been patiently waiting, and I thank you. I thank you for sharing your time with me. But I'm going to go ahead into the topics. So, or, the list of the tips. So here we go. Now, when it comes to the first tip of joining networking groups with like-minded professionals, I'm not going to say I'm like the best of the best when it comes to networking, but I'm pretty good. And one of the things that I do every single day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is I run a clubhouse room. And in that clubhouse room, we have over 300 plus individuals that come to that room in the Women in Business Club, and they network together. And these are powerful women that, they need these spaces in order to network. And so what I've found in these rooms is being around like-minded, successful people, especially people in your industry. You have to know where to find these people. And so being able to go to certain networking groups, whether it's on audio apps like Clubhouse, whether it's, you finding them in your Facebook groups, because there are plenty of networking groups all over Facebook that give you the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals. And what I found also is that LinkedIn, the social media platform of LinkedIn, which is a more professional platform for corporate executives and business owners and entrepreneurs, that particular platform has been very, very highly rated as far as I'm concerned, with connecting with like-minded, successful people. And I think that sometimes we have to really consider why we go to certain apps and advertise certain ways. I mean, every app is not made to just post something and just because it's something to post. Every app has a different audience. Every app has a different purpose, different functions. And so you want to use it adequately for your business. So when I think about LinkedIn, I think that is a perfect app to use when you want to connect with other like-minded professionals. They also have different groups and things in LinkedIn as well. So those are some of the things that I think about when I think about surrounding yourself with like-minded, successful people. Another thing that I think about when it comes to this tip is making sure that you're getting out into your market in certain areas where other professionals are meeting up and they're talking to each other about what they do in their business. And this is really important when it comes to falling back in love with your business, because if you are not around people physically and digitally, because yes, we can connect with people on social media, we can connect with people on an audio app, but it's something about actually being in front of another individual and having that one-on-one face-to-face interaction that gives you a different level of comfort when it comes to getting to know people. And I think that when you're around like-minded individuals, you can really feel the energy, which is way more powerful in a one-on-one situation rather than being on a digital platform. And so I really feel passionate about the fact that when you are looking for successful, like-minded individuals, go to different places where you know they will be. One of my favorite places to go to is, when it comes down to a little playtime, I go to Cooper's Hawk. I go to certain restaurants and places where I know that people of a higher stature will be. And I think that those are great places to go because you know that people with money will be there. Even if you are a person that does not understand golf or how to play golf, I think that it's still a great way to network. One of my mentors told me years ago, when you are a business owner, you want to learn how to play golf and you want to get on the course with other people because that's where people discuss the most business. And I have been a witness of that myself. I really encourage you to learn how to find areas to network with people, such as golf courses. Even if you're not able to be a part of like a country club of some type, it's really important to find certain groups and certain, general golf courses that are maybe open to the public, not as private as a country club. You will be able to connect with like-minded individuals because anyone who plays golf, if you think about it, think very differently. I'm just going to say that. And if you, know how slow that game is and how patient you have to be to play it and how analytical you have to be in order to play it, it does definitely take you to a different place mentally. But at the same time, it surrounds you around people who are also in that same mindset. And it gives you an opportunity to connect with people who have lots and lots of money. So surround yourself with successful, like-minded people in whatever places that fit your industry needs, especially when it's someone that's in your similar industry, because that means that you can become friends and you can trade ideas. They can introduce you to new people that is in the industry that you may not have had exposure to before you met them. And I think that it's really easy for us to connect with people when we align with them, when we have a lot of similarities. So when you go to places like how I do, go to one of my favorite restaurant, and yes, I sit at the bar and I drink my wine, but this is a very classy place. And I know the people here have a higher stature. And so when I meet people at these places and network during their wine tastings or any of the events that they have at this restaurant, I make sure that I have my business cards available, flyers, or anything that I'm advertising at the time. And I make sure that I pass that information along to people who may align with what I need in my business, and maybe they can refer you out to other people. But this is going to be really great validation for you to know that your business is substantial, that people can actually help your business get to the next level, because you'll be surprised when you meet new people and how you can find others that may be inspired by what you're doing, and you've probably never heard the type of compliments that they will give you, or the type of ad that they will provide for you when they give you feedback. So I think it's really important for us to understand. So the Chamber of Commerce has been around for a very long time. And yes, I mean, they have so many resources available that you may or may not have been taking advantage of. But one thing I want to point out about the Chamber of Commerce in your local areas, in your cities and your states, is that you have the opportunity to become a member of the Chamber of Commerce. And if you are a member, you get huge discounts and opportunities to connect with other business professionals that also are members. You also get opportunities to have support behind your business when it comes to maybe doing a launch, or getting mentors, or having the backing with getting more resources for your business, right? It's just an added avenue. And also, what's really going to make you fall in love with your business when it comes to reaching out to the chamber and networking events is making sure that you're a part of pretty much their networking event series. They have series in my city, in Jacksonville, Florida, where you can attend the local Chamber of Commerce, and they will actually give you opportunities to connect with other business owners in live spaces. So in real life, where you would go to places where, I believe the last place was Maggiani's, and I love that restaurant. Another place is the Country Club. It's like a Deerwood Country Club, and you don't have to be a member of the club to get into those spaces, but they have their meetings there, once a quarter. And I feel very privileged to be a part of the chamber and to understand that there are so many resources available. So if you're not a part of your local chamber, then maybe you're missing out on a lot of opportunities that can help you, really get focused in your business and not have to worry about the things that you may not know what to do about, or may not have resources for. And you can get those specific resources through your membership with the chamber. So join the Chamber of Commerce networking events. If it's the Chamber of Commerce, where is the local one that's just for your city in general, or if for one of my favorites is the Black Chamber of Commerce, which is actually a amazing opportunity for any Black business owners, entrepreneurs to take advantage of funding that may be left on the table. And I think it's just really important for some Black business owners to understand that there is a process when it comes to getting certain funds. You have to be minority certified. And that minority certification is a process, it's an application process. And you want to make sure that you have that certification in order to get the funding from these organizations that have it sitting in a budget, and they're just ready to give it to you. And if you're not prepared with that certification, then they're not going to be able to give you that money. So I want to just encourage you, make sure that you are, part of your chamber, that you're part of your local Black chamber, and that you're connecting with individuals to give you the right resources. Okay. Another tip I want to add as well to everyone who is listening, thank you so much for being here. And I'm just really excited because I've been, doing a lot of research in the market recently. And I see that a lot of women entrepreneurs have been skyrocketing in entrepreneurship and have been growing businesses that are very, very healthy. But I want to just, make sure that when you are, growing your business, and especially if you started your business after the pandemic and you're in that phase where you're like, I had a lot of momentum and I left my job and now, my business is struggling, because business has seasons sometimes, and you don't really know until you get to that season. Some businesses have their highest seasons maybe 3 out of 12 months in the year. And if you don't know what that season is and you don't maximize on your opportunity in that season, then you may miss on a lot of money and leaving it on the table. And so you want to make sure, if you started your business after the pandemic, that you're mindful about that as well. But I see a lot of women, growing their business, and if you are, in that position where you did start your business after the pandemic, the one thing I want to say that's really important is the market is changing a lot because it still has never really been steady. Things are still changing because of all of the uncertainties and things that are happening with inflation. So I always encourage you to talk to your audience, and that's my next tip. Talk to your audience about exactly what they what they need from you, what they're looking for in the market. And this is a big part of networking. And one of the things I want to really emphasize is if you know of groups that are associated with your audience. So say if you sell beauty products, if there are networking groups for beauticians, if there are networking groups for cosmetologists, if there are networking groups for people who love beauty supplies or who value beauty tips, you want to make sure that you're networking in those groups. And I'm not talking about promoting and selling. I'm saying network in these groups where you're introducing yourself as a business owner, but also as a person who cares about that same interest. And I think this is a fabulous idea, especially when it comes to marketing, okay? Because marketing is, essentially providing a product and service for people who need it and want it. And so if you're talking to people about the things that you already offer, and you're explaining, how you also enjoy those same benefits, right, that you offer with your solutions, with your products, with your services, then what will happen in networking opportunities is if you're in the spaces where your audience is, they will tell you all the things they like about, your not your product, but what they like about a similar product, the benefits that it has for them. They will talk about their needs, their desires, their behaviors. And while you're networking with people in these spaces, it just gives you a really great bird's eye view as to how the market is. And if you're consistently doing this, right? You can have a networking opportunity that you schedule on your books every single week if you want to, just to consistently have data and on your market. And if you do that, you will find that you will be up on top of your market. You'll be able to forecast the changes in your market, and you'll be prepared for your high, your low seasons, and you will know exactly how to pivot your business when it comes to what your audience needs and when. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the last tip, and thank you all. This is an amazing video that I believe is going to help you really understand how to fall back in love with your business, because these are not generally just things that you can read off of Google or go just research online. These tips are coming from my journey, myself, and the things that I have experienced, whether it's through my own eyes as personally or through my clients' eyes, or seeing it through the eyes of someone that I have met along the way. And I feel very passionate about just hitting on this last tip, because one of the major things about joining networking groups with like-minded professionals, which is basically the topic that we're talking about, and the tips that we gave, just being around like-minded successful people, joining meetup groups, and being a part of the local chamber and networking events that they have there, making sure that you're networking with your audience and people that actually want what you have, and seeing what their desires are and how you can meet their needs is going to be really pivotal for you to understand how to fall back in love with your business. It's like getting to know, an ex-lover all over again, and you find out so many new amazing things about them that are super fabulous. And now you actually get to focus on those, amazing things about them instead of worrying about the things that you don't like about the business or, what your audience is giving you. And so I think it's really important to be able to consistently talk to your audience just for that fact alone. And the last tip is make sure. Okay, so I'm really tired, y'all. All right, so the last tip. All right, make sure that you understand that your network is your net worth. Okay, and the reason why I say this is because I know you've probably heard this so many times before, but if you understand that the people that you hang around, they always say the top 5 people, that is who you are. You are the sum of the top 5 people you talk to every single day. And if you look at the people that you talk to every single day, who are those individuals? And I always say this, and this is a hard little lesson that some people I feel like need to hear. It may not be for everyone, but I remember being in a position where I was making probably $40,000 a year, in my job, and I was very highly experienced in what I was doing. I was working for a Fortune 500 company in a corporate setting, and I was doing about 3 different jobs, and I was only hired for one position. And in that position, I felt very overwhelmed, very underpaid, undervalued. And what was really interesting about that is, I was in that position for about 7 months until, it wasn't 7 months until, but it was about 4 months in, I think, that I realized I was being used. I felt that way. I guess I was being used. Well, I mean, either way, but we all gotta go through something. And what I want to say about that is I felt that, I could be in a better place, and the job that I had was not appreciating my value. So what did I have to do? Well, I turned around and I decided to look at the people that I hung around and see, what opportunities they had in their jobs, what kind of jobs did they work that I could probably go apply for and use them as a resource to maybe get a better pay, a better opportunity. Well, guess what I found? Every single person that I talked to, they made lower than I did. They were making $23,000 a year, maybe 30. And I felt like, well, yeah, I think that that's sucky, because if I'm making the highest amount of money among all of my peers and the people that I talk to the most, how do I have discussions around money and how to make more? And so when you get to that place in your business where you got to fall back in love with your business, think about the people who you're surrounding yourself with, okay? And it doesn't have to necessarily be money per se, but your network, the people that you talk to the most, are the sum of what you are. And so if they all make $30,000 a year, that's probably the limit for you as well. If they're all hanging out at trashy places and they're not in places where you can level up and network with the right people to help your business grow, and they hang out in hole-in-the-wall bars and they go to, places that, not many professionals visit, then you are, you can have a balance and you can, go to places that all professionals are not at. But for the most part, you want to be around people that can also introduce you to the hole-in-the-wall bars, as well as the places that you can find the right professionals to connect with as well. And so making sure that you look at your network and you see if that is really, really attributing to your net worth. And if it's not, then you need to revisit that and realign yourself with who you want to have in your circle, and what kind of money you want to make, and what kind of experiences you want to have. And if you are a person that wants to travel a lot, if you are a person that wants to have a business where it is a multi-million dollar business, well, you need to have professional friends that have multi-million dollar businesses. You have to have high-end professionals that work corporate executives or business owners that actually have time freedom, where they have curated their lifestyle to be able to travel whenever they want. these are things that you have to do in order to, fall back in love with your business, to make sure that you stay aligned with all of the things that you are, desiring and wanting while you're operating your business. Because once you fall out of love with your business, it is really hard to fall back in love with your business while you're still operating it. So that's why I'm giving you very proactive tips, as well as giving you strategies to operate in the moment to help you fall back in love with your business. So we are at the end of the third part of the series, episode 3 of How to Fall Back in Love with Your Business. And thank you so much for joining me. Again, my name is Allegra Jackson. I'm the marketing medulla, and I have partnered up with 2 fabulous coaches, Miss Kellee Williams and Miss Andrea Patrick, who are both doing their own tips on how to fall back in love with your business. That means that you can go ahead in the description, follow them, and connect with them as well. Make sure that you hear their tips, and add that to your brain bank. Add that to the knowledge that you have for how to really fall back in love with your business, whether it's now or whether it's you in a year from now, right? These videos are going to be available for you always. And I also want to say, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, this channel is going to have amazing tips on business marketing, and of course, making sure that you get the funding you need for your business. So make sure that you press the subscribe button. Make sure that you leave a comment. Let me know how this video impacted your life, and we will see you later. I mean, I am just super excited about what's happening in the world of entrepreneurship, and I'm ready to go get it. So if you're ready to go get it, you let me know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with a beautiful mwah kiss. Have an amazing experience in operating your business, and be okay with the failures and the successes in your business journey. I am Allegra, the marketing medulla, and I will see you in episode 4 of How to Fall Back in Love with your business. Thank you again for listening to another episode of How to Fall Back in Love with Your Business. And I hope that you enjoyed this fabulous video, giving you amazing tips. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you go to my fellow coaches and listen to their tips as well. I will see you in the next video.